What's going on, folks? I'm just super excited. I get really excited every time Molllust releases a new single. And today we got a new single from him called Venus, Poems of Love. And I mean, Molllust releases a new single. I'm going to react to it. I mean, it's just as simple as that. It's the law of nature. What can I say? I just really dig their style and their sound, and every song is like unique and different, but like still has their signature, style. It just so cool. And they've been teasing this one on social media, and I guess this one is more of a ballad. So I'm like, oh, Molllust with their style, and then doing a ballad. Oh, I love me a good ballad, and needless to say, I'm stoked to give this a listen. So let's just check it out, shall we? Rangers, go.
We met, and there it was, that special moment when time stood still. Your eyes became my world, your soul was touching mine, and always will. My heart spread its wings and danced in the sky, as light and carefree as the butterfly. The wind whispers my poems of love, the ocean embraces you, and from above the sky
I mean, it's kind of depressing there. That's for doggone sure. With the video and all that kind of stuff, man, that whole ending, I was not expecting that. When she said like for the last time until we meet again, the music kind of goes away, and I was like, all right, I'm ready to kind of lean over and stop the video. But then you get all these new movements of the music, and oh man, that was just wild. And just the directions that it took, it kind of very, very interesting because it took on the whole song was very kind of dreamy almost in the way that it was arranged and then the way that the strings were being played and all that kind of stuff. You can almost see people ballroom dancing, in elegant attire and just it just this very fancy ballroom and it almost like they're like floating, above the ground dancing. It just had this very dreamlike kind of quality to it, the way that it moved musically and vocally, and just with the melody. And so, yeah, it's like you had all of that, and it's um, like a love song, like a reminiscing kind of thing, a kind of like a longing sort of piece, but with a sense of there's a little whimsy in there, and it even got even a little more whimsical there at the very end. That's one thing about this band. It's like you listen to the songs, and there's just so much within every song where it takes like multiple listens, because this is just off the top of my head after hearing it the one time. It's like all my thoughts are kind of firing at once. But there's just such depth to their music in both the arrangement and just the layers of the sound in general. Because I was really listening, and while the vocals were going, and you could hear the string instruments going, and then in the background, there's like another layer of orchestra. Yeah, it's just there's so much depth to the sound and to the instruments that create this full rich sound, and that's just something that it just always blows me away with this band, is the fullness and the richness of their sound. And it's like, I mean, you're getting top notch, like professional classical compositions in the modern age, while on top of that you're getting these operatic style vocals, and this melodic vocal lines, and multiple vocals. You get your female vocals, the male vocals, and all this is kind of fused with like a symphonic metal, but like classical pieces and operatic production type of it's just quite the unique band, I have to say. But yeah, so it's like there's a sense of whimsy somewhat throughout the song, even though again it's like about longing and stuff like that. But I think that dreamy like quality adds a little bit to the whimsy. It's like you can almost get carried away with the notes and the melody, and excuse me. And then at the end, when it gets just instrumental after the vocals are all done, it gets even a little more whimsical with the sounds, and kind of playful, and just takes on a whole. The song had a relative even movement throughout, but then at the end it kind of goes all over the play. Just like I said, very kind of playful and whimsical almost, and different kinds of instruments coming in, and it's like you have one mood that you're feeling kind of throughout the majority of the song, but then that last bit, that last piece with the orchestrals and whatnot, it, it kind of messes with your emotions a little bit. It kind of takes you more in like some ups and downs, and it kind of catches you off guard. So it such a cool band. I really, really dig them without a doubt. That's why every time they release a single, I'm gonna react to it. It's as simple as that, folks. It's just always a treat. You never quite know what you're gonna get. I mean, you know you're gonna get some quality, but every song is its own story, musically, vocally, lyrically. It's just its own, just creation. It's its own journey. Uh, yeah, just a really, really beautiful ballad with some absolutely incredible orchestral and symphonic elements and musical arrangements. Just some top-notch stuff, yet again, from the folks over at Molllust. What else can I say? Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this one. How much are you digging this band? All these singles so far from their upcoming album have been remarkable. So I just can't wait. I feel like I just can't wait to hear the whole thing all together. With all of the compositions, all of the songs, all together, just the whole entire piece. I'm just really, really looking forward to that. So, yeah. But anywho, thank you so much, as always, for tuning in, folks, and I'll catch you next time. Ranger, out.